What's cracking, people? It's your man Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, I just want to start this one off by making a statement. Men like Steph Curry are fish food for ego-driven, socially ambitious women. I'm going to repeat that. Men like Steph Curry are fish food for ego-driven, socially ambitious women. And this speaks to why Esha and them come to see men like me. I'm going to give you 3 points as to why they do this. This is the raw, this is the Patreon exclusive, so let's get right into it. Number 1, she's already secured the bag. She's got that 6, 7, 8 figure husband. She's got the condo, she's got the house in the Hamptons, she's got the mansion in LA, she's got all those things that people tell her she needs growing up. So she secured the bag. Number 2, she's fulfilled her overall biological impulse, meaning she has reproduced. She's not only secured the nest, but now she's securing that nurturing aspect of womanhood. Biologically, she either has kids by someone, hopefully her husband, or if she can't have kids, she's adopted children. So no matter which way their relationship goes, she's going to walk away fine with that bag, alimony and child support. And that's really interesting when we think about what female nature looks like in 2019 with the advent of feminism and she's a leader and all of these Marvel movies and movies in general, putting women in the forefront, in the driver's seat, saying, yeah, go get them, play like a girl, fight like a girl. And that's supposed to mean that, women or girls are superior to men in some way. But let's be clear. Number 3, and the most important of all of these things, women who are ego-driven and socially ambitious always will come to see men like me because they feel entitled to alpha's presence, our bodies, our charisma, coming under our leadership, and most important, our sexual domination. Again, for the people in the cheap seats, I'm going to say this one more time. The reason why Esha and them come to see me is because they feel entitled to my alpha energy, my presence, my body, my charisma, coming under my leadership, and my sexual domination. There's no amount of pontificating in intelligentsia. There's no amount of case studies, stats, figures, globally aggregating numbers and polling people. There's no amount of intellectualizing this fact. It is a fact. It is what drives human society forward. It is what keeps us evolutionarily relevant and moving the human species forward. It has always been that way, through time and memoriam, and it will always be that way going forward. That is why channels like mine exist right now. This is a resurgence of this alpha energy. That's why alpha energy is important. I'm going to do an entirely different video on that, why alphas are necessary. But let's not mince words, and let's be completely clear. Everyone within the sound of my voice, understand that men like me, your alpha jocks, your alpha showpieces, the ugly sexy players, your roughnecks, the men who don't necessarily make 6, 7, 8 figures, but understand who they are and embrace who they are and how women are in position to ourselves, we will always get that "you up" text. We will always have a harem, virtually and in the real world. We will always have a rotation. And that's what we teach in this space. That's what the modern masculine movement is about. A resurgence of that energy to balance the imbalance that exists in our current society. When I implement the courses on this Patreon to build men towards masculine mastery, towards the direction of becoming technicians, when you have mastered the 5 tenets throughout the 3 different nodes, Fox, Pitbull, and Stallion, when you've achieved a level of self-mastery, that's only the beginning. Because now you're prepared to go back out into the world and to mold and shape it in the image that you want, which is the way that it's supposed to be, to bring order to the chaos that's happening. And it only gets more chaotic because energy is always seeking to balance itself. No matter what the powers that may be trying to express in a society via education, via food, via big pharma, via whatever social engineering programs that's out there, you cannot ever stop energy. And energy always seeks to be balanced. So no matter how much women are pedestalized, no matter how many great, wonderful opportunities for advancement, even at the expense of men and taking away leadership roles or whatever you want to say about that, no matter how imbalanced it may seem, energy will always, always, always seek to balance itself. And I think that this is a wonderful example that we can use as a teaching tool as to why these channels and your membership in these programs are so necessary. Because it used to be passed down to us by the elders. There used to be groups of wise men who would take the younger men aside and bring them up in rites of passage rituals to teach them and train them and to hone their masculine skills, because those were the ones who needed to lead the entire group. Those are the ones who had to curate the legacy of the people. That has been flipped on its head, but guess what? This is the resurgence of the alpha energy. And so with that, I'm going to leave you with this statement one more time, just to review. The reason why Esha and them come to see men like me is because she's secured the bag, she's fulfilled her overall biological impulse, and because they feel entitled, no, they feel a need to surround themselves with alpha's energy, presence, body, charisma, leadership, and above all, our sexual domination. So until next time, this is your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying, stay sharp and mission focused.